Greetings and welcome back to Factorio. I'm Dgray and today we'll continue searching for oil and getting this thing up and running. So as you can see, plastic has just been delivered and our carbon is on its way. So let's just hook up these two things so we can get it up and running and see if we can get it to work. So plastic. Let's connect it up first. You can just go this way so you're not in the way too much. Let's see if we can do this somewhat orderly. So I just missed the carbon. And the input one is the yellow one right here. So let's just get that over to this side. I think right here will be fine. Of course we need to jump one time across this one. Let's do our little balancer. I'm actually wondering, can we do a balancer like this? If we're not balancing to 4, if we're just balancing to 1, is it possible to just do this? Because it should take evenly from these two into these two. So we could try this and see if this balances correctly. I can't remember if it does, but it should balance correctly. Since we're going down to 1 and not trying to balance 4. And that will make it a bit easier for us to do. So what if we try this instead? It will take half-half, going into taking half from each side. And then 1 out, so this should balance all 4 inputs to 1 output. Yeah. Let's leave that. This will go over here. It will start to make this one work. And then all we need to do is just having an output for the carbon sheets. And that will just be over here, it seems. Yeah, right there. Let's see here, carbon sheets. That's what I'm talking about. I want trains out. Right here. Can we also balance 4 like this then? And just 1 in. I think they'll be able to balance. Let's try. There we go. So that should be our carbon sheets up and running. And we should probably put a small limit on this one. So we don't produce a million of them. Or something silly like that. Let's see here, here, and come on, the last one please. Say as long as carbon sheets are below, let's do 15,000, that's always a nice number. It will keep splitting out, so it'll go in here, go to both sides and then go to each of these two sides. So this should balance 1 to 4. So that is good. Oh, and here are the... Wow, that's fast. Can it make it all the way down, or do we need to... It seems we need to make red build all of this, because it definitely can't make it all the way down, so let's just do this. To here, and let's just do that part. It should be enough just doing it on that one, because we get more in from these two, but let's just do it on all of them. And it looks like it's pulling evenly from all 4. So that is exactly what I want to see. And look at that. It's going out very nicely. And we have 16. 1 a second, so that's 32. So it can almost supply, what's it called, all of this. We have 2 more than it can supply. So to stop about here and never go to these. One may go through once in a while, but that's just because these can't grab them. If this is speed 1, it is. So this should never go down to these 2. And it looks like that is the case, so that is brilliant. Oh, it looked like there was a hole in our track. It should be able to go out. Might just be because of the upgrade. So there we are. That is our carbon fiber sheets. Perfect. So we're probably still lacking a bit of oil around the base. So let's go grab the one to the south. We did set up the sill for it, so I think that will be a good solution. So let's go down here and grab all of this. Please go to here. And look, we have 2.8k crude oil here. So that's gonna be huge if we grab that. And over here, these are going nicely, getting picked up before it gets full. A train should be on its way. It's probably this one. It is, so that is also good. And let's just travel down here and let's set up a little oil outpost. All of you can go away and all the trees can go away. There we are. And let's get a few of these. Look how much oil we have, guys. It is beautiful. So let's hook all of this up. Nice and easy. Could we do a long line here because we want to get it out down here? Pretty much might be good to get it out. So fluid out. And this is why I love to build modular, because if you find some resources you need, just put down a cell, add the output to it, and then just hook things up, and it just works. Oh, there we go. Oh, so robots. Let's do you. That's hooked up. And you. The last one out here is quite far out, so let's just do this. There we are, and that should be all of them hooked up. And then we just need to connect all of these to this one right down here. And we can just take it from right here. So oil is going to get supplied. Oh, we could just use substations for this. Why didn't I think about that before? Substations are amazing for so many things, including this. Look how much easier it is to power it. Oh, silly, silly Dgray. There we are. I don't like using those inside here because these are... There we are. So that's one more oil input we have. Supplying oil to our network. Everything should be connected. So how is our production looking if we just check it one more time? Went from about 30 to... Wow, there's a lot of oil in this one. And the consumption has gone way down, so that should be fine. That is looking good. So now we can leave this and go check on the next thing. We got our modules set up now. That means we should start to request in the things we need for our modules and our computer. The computer is just bundled fiber optic cables, so most of that we have, if that has started to produce. Let's just check up here. So many things. Fiber optic cable. Have we made anything yet? No. Is still the sulfur we're missing? Wow. Oh, sorry, it's the chrome we're missing. The chrome is probably still missing sulfur. That is correct. And sulfur is just not being made, since all of our petroleum is being used for plastic. But someday it will start to work. And if everything goes completely to bad, we can just copy this one more time to get even more oil production. And to be honest, we can actually just take this part and flip it and do a cell with this instead. But then again, we do need a lot of plastic, so it might be good to having both of these. But didn't I limit this to only if it's above something? Oh, it's because it's pumping like that. It never goes above the threshold. Oh well, that is fine. We should be able to survive without it. So let's just go back to our mall and set up the things we need, because we have most things being crafted around the world. So we just kind of have to get them together and get these up and running. We're also quite close to this one, pretty much just missing low density structure. So that is perfect. Go up to our base. Or our mall even. There we are. And it seems most of this is going nice and steady now. So, oh yeah, we need the laser factory. I think that's one we made before, so we should be able to set it up now. Let's just check, what do you need? A few things we don't have, but we should be able to make. So we need stack inserters. What are you missing? Oh, titanium rod. And titanium plates. Thank God we made that. We should be able to request that quite easily. Yeah. Titanium rod, titanium plates. Negative 2K. And titanium plates. There we are. So that should probably get delivered very soon. And that should be all we need to get stack inserters. Brilliant. And then we just need the laser. Oh, here we need the rubies, but we have the rest, so that is also quite easy. What is a laser used for? Assembler. That is all, so we just make it in here. Let's make it right next to this one. Laser craft, right there. And since we have some rubies in storage somewhere we can use first. They might have been picked up, but we'll have to request it anyway. So let's get 2,000 rubies in. How much room do we have in these? They are filling up quite nicely. Should be fine. Hopefully. So now we are quite close to having our laser laboratories. Or laser assembler even. At least we have all the items needed being produced or coming in. And then we can start to set up the rest. This one we can do without the laser. So pretty much you is all we need right here. Oh, right there. That just needs the computer, and that is for laser assembler. And then we should actually set up the speed modules as well. We probably don't need the lowest tier. So what if we just set up tier 3 instead? There we go. All is needing computers. What are you used for? Nothing. How about you? You're used for advanced computer. That. Oh. Now we can grab that somewhere else. Ooh, so that should be fine. And what about you? Are you used for anything? So it's only used as a module. So that's actually perfect. So don't need to make the other 2 tiers, to be honest. We can easily do without. And look at that, both things on the same train, because that's what we requested. That is great. So that will give us our assembler. That means we can upgrade this to the basic computer, and then all we need for the basic computer should be these. That needs the fiber optic cable. Or, yeah, fiber optic cable. And let's just set this one up. Can do it. Let's do it right here for now. You craft. And at some point we'll get our fiber optic cables. And I'm very much looking forward to that. It has not been requested in yet, so let's get that as well. And these are almost full. So let's see. Laser assemblers, please give me 1. I would like to change you to a better one. Look, speed 2. We can start to use that around the base. Does require quite a bit more power. So we have to make sure our energy grid can handle it. And it should be able to, but look how strange this curve is. And the reason why this is looking so strange is pretty much the steam batteries. That is what is making that look a bit weird. Please get that. We need to get in these as well. Actually, both of them, it seems. So please get into KFU. And 2K of the advanced one, optical one. So the only thing we need to get a base to work is just getting this processed, all this oil, as fast as humanly possible. And right now it seems a cracking can't keep up with the production. So we might need to go add some things. Where's beacons? They're right there. Those might be good to get, since they'll be able to speed up our cracking thing. So yeah, that might be good to do very, very soon. But let's see. Plastic should be filling up. But why is it we're using so much plastic? Are we really spending that much? Let's just check here to be sure. Okay, we're actually consuming 420 per minute. How much are we producing? Nothing. So it seems one of the things activated that needed plastic. Hopefully it's one of our chrome things and whatnot. Because plastic is fine. It's being delivered in. So that is good. We'll just let the base handle this. It was pretty much just stuff for oil for a few episodes. So what is the next thing we want to set up? To get closer and closer. Might be low density structures, because the other things we have set up. So let's see here. Low density structures. Where are you at? Why can't I find you? It's probably in here somewhere. Oh, it's in that one. Ah, yeah, we can do that now, because we have the carbon fiber sheets. and the foil will take in with the copper. We don't want to transport that some other way. So let's go and set that up. Let's just do it in this cell. This is pretty much just filled with tin, so that should be fine. And let's just run over there. Keep an eye out for the trains. Ooh! I always get so scared when they get close. When they get close. So down here, we'll just start to craft low density structures. Steel, copper, carbon sheets. That's not that bad. So 3 inputs. The carbon, or this should just be copper ingots. So we could do 1, 2, 3. Do the crafting that way, and then output it over here somewhere. Yeah, I think that'll be good. There and there. Train in, we'll need 2. 1, 2, and a third one as well. I think we needed that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. There we are. That should be all we need to set it up. You can go away. Let's go check on the science if it's missing anything. It's not. That's just working without a hitch. Seems everything is going very well. So let's see here. Could do it in the better assemblers, the laser ones that do take a bit more power, and we don't need the speed yet. We can always upgrade them in the future. But let's just check the setup first. There, we need 3 inputs to craft this one. Oh, we should probably get one in the middle. How fast are they crafting? Oh, 20 seconds. So that's not bad. The limiting one is going to be our foil. So I want to do it like this. We'll have 2 in the middle again. 1 out here. Then we'll do here and here. And let's just check our copper foil. So this will make 40. Let's see, 40 if it's... So 1 can supply 2, is that correct? Because this was like 10 seconds to make 20. This needs, oh no, 1 to 1. So pretty much this ratio should be the correct one. And I think a normal inserter is fast enough to handle it. Out. And then a long one out. A long boy. If you get that reference from somewhere. So let's see. 1 here, here, and there. Get you right there and there, and we'll just change this around in a minute. Oh, there. Oh wait, we want to do it on the outside so we have power in the middle. Or we could do it like here and then do that. And here and here. Is that correct? This one output here, this one will grab from there. Input, input, output, output. So this is the output line. Because then we can do... I think this will be enough power to power it all. Because as soon as we copy it down, it should be fine. Or we actually just have to set it right here, I think. because when we do this, this should line up on top of each other, and they do. So I think this setup will work nicely for our low density structures. So let's set up the next parts. This will increase the stack inserters or washing. I don't think this is so needed yet. So what is needed with that science? These makes them faster. Oh, more power, sorry. Uranium processing. We could go into nuclear fuel, but I'd rather wait with that for a little bit. So is there anything we desperately need at the moment? I don't think so. We pretty much just need to get utility science. We can get this one out the way since that gives us a new building. We can also get electric trains, but that requires what's called chrome, I think. No, that's just an electric engine, so we can actually easily make those. But yeah, we're just using coal for now. Might actually be easier to upgrade them at some point, but yeah. Look how many trains we have. They're all working. Sorry, just looked at that in amazement. So let's get the copper in up here. I think that will be just fine. Copper ingots. We could do 20. Because that would mean less train travel. But 15 should be the same. Since the threshold is only 10. So here that one goes. That'll be all for these. Steel plates, carbon sheet, steel plate, carbon sheet. No, we don't want to make it on site. Steel plates, there we are. Could probably do more at a time, but I think that'll be fine. And then the carbon sheets down here will do 5k as well. Carbon sheets. So now we have all the things flowing in. We just need to turn this and get the output somewhere else. So can we just turn you this way? And if we put it up here, we'll be able to fit in 2 if needed. Probably. Do we want to? I am not sure we want to. So let's do that one right here. And let's waste a bit of space, but make it look pretty. There we are. Time to get things in. We need 2 outputs. Pretty much. So we could do a little cheaty kind of balancer. Oh, not cheaty, but do that one. That should be enough. To be honest, just kind of have to move it back a bit. It'll make it easier to control. And there we go. That'll be 2 outputs. Going into right here. And this one will just go further down to there. And then we just need the carbon sheet and steel to come in this way so they can merge together right here. Just doing 1 sheet will be enough. So Let's do this nice and easy. And there we are. Then we'll just take one line of each and merge them together and jump it in. Can I take this one just up here somewhere? No, it's turned the opposite way, but should be fine anyway. It's easy enough to build. And there we are. Then we have to do the input to correct place. Output input, so right here, jump you. And merge you on both sides. So that should give us all we need. Now we just need to hook up the power somewhere where it allows us to, right there. And that should be low density structures automated, and this ratio should be fine. It looks very mesmerizing and therapeutic. Here comes that. Steel plates. And do we have our first low density structures then? Let's just see. Being crafted, that is beautiful. And let's just add it on to this one. Might do it over here, to be honest, since we want to probably expand this all the way down. Since low density structures are very important in the future. Yeah, look at that, utility science. And rocket parts. So that will just have to go all the way down to here and out over here. There we are. And we can just merge you just like this. Great. So why is this one not working? Oh, I did that one wrong. There's always something you do wrong. There we are. Nothing has changed on that part of me forgetting some very important infrastructure once in a while. So I'll end the episode on a high note of us getting our first low density structures. Let's just limit the input a small amount. Can reach, can, and set it to 15? Yeah, let's set it to 15 for now. Load into structures. 15 should be right here. And I think 15 might be too much, but it should be fine. Split out. So there we are, guys. We have low density structures up and running. That is so nice. Should I just expand this as the last thing we do before we end the episode? Just doubling this part. Just for the fun of it. So pretty much doing that. Why not? We are building big. Go big, go home, as I always say. Or I don't always say that, but that's what people once in a while say. But yeah, I will end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you'll like and subscribe and hit that bell button. And then I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.